Hallelujah, Yahweh. Praise YAHWEH. In the name of the Son, YAHWEH, Bet Num Sofit, YAHWEH. Selah. Welcome to Black Gods of Yahweh Media. I'm going to talk a little bit, it's not going to be long, about the Deshaun Jackson and Stephen Jackson situation as it pertains to what Deshaun Jackson said, referencing Hitler, speaking about the real children of Israel, the real Jews of the Most High God, and how that pertains to the situation right now that we're in today, what that actually means in Scripture, and my opinion of why it happened. So the first thing I'm going to say is that many celebrities and athletes know who they are, but they have decided that they're going to stand strong to their money and fame and personal position within society. Now, I've heard many people making excuses for that, and it's not any excuse for it at all. Yahweh does not care about your position within society. And you have to stay firm with the truth, and I believe these are tests. Because he is merciful, he is trying to test all of his people, not just the ones in poverty, not just the ones who know who they are, people like us who make videos in this truth, but also all of his people. Right now, during these last days of judgment, there's nothing happening by accident. And many of these celebrities and athletes, they know exactly who they are. So you can Google or YouTube and just type in Deshaun Jackson first take. And there was a very, very critical discussion that was had. And I want to touch on Max Kellerman. It's easy to find. This information is hot on the web. And I had supported him because I thought he supported us. He talked very good about the oppression of black people against it, supporting Black Lives Matter, which I don't support the organization, but the concept, being against police brutality, and supporting us. And a lot of times we believe people are our friends, but they're not. He showed his true colors. As long as you're being a good Negro and not letting the world know who you really are, people like him will support you. But as soon as you come against their brainwashing and speaking the truth about who we are as Israelites, then that's when you become an enemy. If you really go back or watch that particular first take episode, Max Kellerman basically says, I don't care about the statements about Hitler. I care about what he said in claiming that the so-called black Americans are actually the real Jews. That's the part you really got to pay attention to. He wants Deshaun Jackson to denounce that concept because that's the one he fears the most. So when you have influential people waking up, then actually they're finished because they can just throw us off as conspiracy theorists. Now, I actually sent him a tweet on Twitter, Max Kellerman, saying that I bet you can't prove in the King James Bible that your people are the real Jews. And they can't. But they'll just brush me off. But once the mainstream so-called black men and black women, they start speaking the truth, they know that the veil is being lifted right away. And that's dangerous to them. Oh, we're going to go to Scripture. Matthew 10 and 28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy body, soul, in hell. So basically what's that saying is, when it all boils down to it, you're judged by the Most High God, Yahweh of Israel, for you being afraid to lose your money, your fame, or your life. I believe this is a test. So we are not to fear the leaders of nations and corporations. We're going to go to Scripture again. Now, this is the one that applies to celebrities. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. So the Most High sees that as being afraid or ashamed when you are apologizing and switching the truth and going back on that just because you've gotten pressure from nations and corporations and your job and your money. Because Deshaun Jackson is a little bit different than Steven Jackson because he's on an active roster. Steven Jackson doesn't play in the NBA anymore. Now, I'm going to get to that situation as well. Now, there was a interview with Don Lemon and Steven Jackson, and they wanted him to walk back the statements of Deshaun Jackson. See, they want all parties and all black celebrities to come out and denounce the ideology that black Americans are the real Israelites, black Judah. That's what they fear more. They don't care anything about what you said about Hitler. That's just showboating. And I gave you two witnesses from the Bible that expressly means that it doesn't matter how much money you have and what your job is. You will not be protected and excused for going against truth and the word because of it. It doesn't work like that. That's what I tell many Israelites are deceived by this. There's no such thing as no one in secret working for the Most High God of Israel, Yahweh. There isn't. There's no such thing as that. People need to stop that. Oh, he's the president. He can't say this. Oh, he's famous. He can't say this. Oh, he's LeBron James. He can't say that. That doesn't mean anything. There's no protection from that. The same as the scripture says about losing your soul over money. What does it pay a man to lose his soul or have the world and lose his soul? So what does it pay for a man to retain his wealth and retain his money and fame and lose his soul? So there's no such thing as being in secret and hiding for the word and the truth. You'll be judged the same way. So all of these people that's walking back their statements, when it's time for judgment, they're going to be looked at as being ashamed or fearful of the truth. In my personal opinion, this is Yahweh's way of finding out who's actually real and is going to stick up for his word and stick up for his people and the truth, or who's going to tuck tail and run. So like I said, this is a quick video. I just wanted to give my opinion about that. These men are going to be judged for that. If you know the truth and you speak it, you can't walk it back. This is Black Gods of Yahweh Media. I want to say peace and shalom to the next video. I'm out.